Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with part 2 of my Bare Minerals question and answer video, and today I'm getting all of my questions off of my most popular Bare Minerals video, which is how to properly apply your Bare Minerals starter kit. I do want to throw a big disclaimer out there that they have recently changed the starter kit. They no longer are doing the customizable starter kit that I featured in that video, but the new kit does come with all of the products I mentioned in that video. So if you guys are still curious on how to apply the starter kit, the video will still apply to the new starter kits. So I got all of my questions off of this video, and I'm going to be, a couple came from my Facebook page. I'm going to throw a couple in from my Facebook, but if you guys would like to see part 2 of my question and answer, then please keep on watching. The first question is from Jasmine, and she says, what primer do I recommend from Bare Minerals? This is an easy one, hands down. If you're familiar with my videos, you probably know what I'm going to say, but it's the brightening primer from Bare Minerals. Although I have not tried the new BB primer, the brightening primer is just what I always go back to. I think it gives you such a healthy radiance to your skin, and it has a bit of a tint to it, so it does give your skin a tad bit of color, but it's not like a tinted moisturizer, so I would definitely have to go with the brightening primer. So my next question comes from Ruby, and she says that she has been wearing the original foundation, but she thinks it's a little bit too shiny for her taste, so she's been wanting to switch to the matte formula. And I guess she saw in one of my videos where I mentioned that I personally think the matte foundations are just a tad bit darker than the original foundations. So she's wanting to know what shade she should switch to in the matte formula, and she says she wears medium beige in the original. I don't think the matte formulas are darker enough in the original that you would have to switch whenever you go to the matte formula. Personally, for me, I just think the matte formulas have a tad bit more yellow in them. They have a little bit more of a golden undertone in my personal opinion. So I don't think you would have to switch shades in the matte. Most people don't, that I have, you know, helped out at the store that I work at. Most people that I know that have tried both matte and original, they don't have to change their shades. It's just, I guess, the undertone for me is a little bit more rich in the matte formula, if that makes sense. So I would say just definitely stick with medium beige. I think you'll be fine. And my next question was from Benia, I believe, and she says, do you use the same brush for foundation as well as for warmth? I'm concerned that it's going to affect the color of my foundation. Absolutely. I can use the Flawless Face brush for every single thing that comes in a starter kit. I can use the Flawless Face brush for foundation, warmth, mineral veil, blush. That is such a great multitasking brush. I think everyone should have that in their collection if they do wear Bare Minerals. So no, I personally don't think you have to switch out your brushes. Just make sure if you, if you have a heavy hand with the warmth, just kind of pat off the excess on like a paper towel or something, just to make sure you're not, getting excess bronzer all over your face. So I absolutely think you can use the same brushes. So I don't know if this next question is actually a question, but I stumbled upon it and thought I would address it, and this is from Leah, and she says, I thought that the Kabuki brush gave the most coverage. And in my video, I stated that the full Flawless Face brush in this kit is going to give you the fullest coverage. I personally think that the Kabuki and the full Flawless Face brush are the exact same brush, except the Kabuki is going to have the shorter handle on it. The full Flawless Face brush is going to have the longer handle on it. So really, I have not seen any difference in the way that they apply foundation. I personally, in my opinion, think that the full Flawless Face brush gives you a better coverage, but again, that's my own personal opinion. Whether Bare Minerals does market the Kabuki as the fullest coverage brush, I personally like the full Flawless Face brush, and I think that the full Flawless Face and the Kabuki are very similar, and I think that they give about the same amount of coverage, and I think that they are the same brush personally. But I think that the only difference is that the handle is different on each brush. The next question is a really good one, and this person doesn't have their name on there, so I'm just going to read off the question. And they said, how long approximately does a single container of the original Bare Minerals foundation last if you use it on an everyday basis? Okay guys, for me, at least 3.5 months the original foundation is going to last. I mean, I've had mine up to probably close to 5 months before, if I wasn't wearing as much. But I wear mine almost every single day because I work almost every single day, and it should at least last you a good 3.5 months. Now, I do have people where I work that will come in and buy it monthly, and that's fine. I understand everyone has their own personal way of using the foundation, but on average the foundation should last you at least, I would say, 3.5 months. But that's literally the minimum. I mean, literally most people, it lasts them a good 4 or 5 months, so it's gonna last you a while. And the next question is, did the Bare Minerals starter kit recently changed? Which I think I addressed at the beginning of this video, but yes, they have changed. The customizable starter kit, it's a little bit smaller now. It's a $49 kit. Of course, Bare Minerals does different starter kits for different stores, but the newest one they've came out with is going to come with 2 foundations, and they're going to be small foundations, so they're going to be the size of a Warmth, or technically that's a medium size with Bare Minerals. It would be considered a medium container. So you're going to get 2 medium-sized containers of foundation, 1 original and 1 matte. Then you're also going to get a Mineral Veil and Warmth, which are going to be small sizes. So they're going to be the size of an eyeshadow, if you're familiar with the single eyeshadows in Bare Minerals. And then you're going to get a mini primer, which came standard in the customizable kit anyways. And you're going to get the Flawless face brush. I do think there's some pros and cons to this kit. It's obviously you're not getting as much as you were with the customizable starter kit, but it is a little bit cheaper, you know, for the people who are really just wanting to give it a try. And also, if you aren't sure if you're going to want the original or the matte formula, that's going to give you an option to try both of them. And I think a plus is that they put the most versatile brush in this kit. They put the Flawless face brush, which I just mentioned is my favorite brush from them because you can use it for so many different things. Also, I think a small con is that the Warmth and the Veil are going to be smaller. However, I do find that whenever people come in to buy new starter kits, the biggest complaint is, can I switch out the Warmth because I still have like 3 Warmths from my previous kit. So you're getting a smaller Warmth that hopefully you can use up quicker. I think that's definitely a plus. And also Veil, a lot of people don't use a lot of Veil. So I think, you know, there's some pros and cons to this kit, but yes, they have changed the kits. The next question is from Kim, and she says, what is the best moisturizer from Bare Minerals to use for dry skin? And that's going to be their dry skin cream. It's the Purely Nourishing Cream for dry skin, and it's going to come in a tub, and I actually have mine. Let me Okay, so this is the dry skin cream. It's going to come in a tub, as opposed to where the combination and normal to dry skin moisturizers are going to come in a pump bottle. So if you have very dry skin, this is a really nice thick moisturizer. For me, I do have dry skin, and I can still wear this underneath my makeup. It doesn't really make a difference because my skin soaks it up so quick. So if you definitely have very, very, very dry skin, I would recommend the dry skin cream. And I think if you do have very dry skin, you can use this day or night because your skin's going to absorb it very quickly. My next question was actually from my Facebook page, and I think it was from Joni, and I believe she won my last giveaway. So hi, Joni. But she asked, what is a good blush from Bare Minerals that isn't too pink? Because I believe she said she has problems with rosacea or really pink cheeks. So the one that I would definitely recommend from Bare Minerals from the Ready collection is going to be the Whisper. And it's just a really pretty nude blush. It doesn't have really any pink undertones to it. It's completely like your natural skin tone, but better. It's like the way I describe it is a nude blush. So it's just a very pretty natural neutral blush. If you're going to kind of investigate into the original blushes from Bare Minerals, I personally like Hint. You guys know Hint is my favorite blush of all time. I'm wearing it right now. It's very subtle. However, it is a pink blush. It's not an overly pink, you know, in your face. It's just a very nice neutral light pink blush. If you're still kind of hesitant about the pink undertone, Thistle is a great blush because it does have more of a plummy undertone to it. So I would definitely have to recommend from the original line, Hint or Thistle, and then from the Ready collection, the Whisper blush is definitely really, really great for just a neutral, pretty natural blush. And the last question I am going to address is probably a question that I'm going to make into an entire video because I can't really break it down in this video. It'll be a little bit too lengthy, but it is how you choose your Bare Minerals shade if you aren't near an actual Bare Minerals store where you can get matched up. Basically, I'm just going to give you a little play by play, so you guys, you know, if you're dying to get it and I don't have the video up anytime soon, this may help you out. Basically, you're going to determine if you're in the kind of fair family, the fair light family. Then you're going to determine if you're in the medium family, tan family, etc, etc. Then you want to choose your undertone. So Bare Minerals has, and this is not counting for the new liquid foundation, because I actually have seen it and there are a lot of different shades in it. They've done a few different undertones in it, so I'm not referring to the liquid. This is just going to be for the kind of the original foundations. So then you're going to determine your undertone, which in the original matte you're going to determine if you're cool, neutral, or warm. So cool obviously means pink, neutral is somewhere in between the golden and pink, and then warm is obviously a golden undertone. So if you're wanting, this is the biggest issue I generally have, is people that want to counteract redness in the skin. If you want to counteract redness in the skin, you need to go with a neutral or a warm foundation. I generally tend to think that neutral does help counteract it a little bit better than the warm does, but I think that they both work very well. But you definitely want to stay away from the cool undertone, because it's just going to enhance the pink and redness in your skin. If you have more of just a neutral undertone like I do, I tend to be able to wear all undertones. I do think that the pink is a little bit more noticeable on me, but it's still kind of workable. And then obviously if you do have more of a golden undertone to your skin, you're going to want to go with a warm foundation. So for example, a warm foundation is going to be golden fair, light, golden medium. You're just going to see W on the bottom of the container, and generally it will have golden in the name, other than light. Light doesn't have golden in the name, but it is definitely a warm undertone foundation. So that's just a little play-by-play to kind of help you guys decide if you're wanting to get it now, but I will definitely do a detailed video on that because that has been requested highly, and I just haven't got around to doing it because I know it's going to be a long video just like this one, and I've just been putting it off, but I will get it up for you guys soon. So that is it for part 2. I probably will make this into a series because it seems that I just keep getting questions kind of coming in on different social media sites. So just give me some time to collect those, and I probably will make this, you know, into a series. God knows how many parts there's going to be to it, because I really do get a lot of questions about the Bare Minerals on a daily basis. So that is it for the part 2 video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I answered some questions that you guys can refer back to. And yep, that is it for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.